Hello, welcome to Starting Diversity, a space where we talk openly about identity, respect, and the rights. Today, we want to discuss a thick topic: sexual orientation.
Thanks for tuning. We often hear terms like gay, lesbian, or bisexual, but do we really understand what they mean or what they imply? That's exactly what I want to talk about today.
And beyond just the definition, we want to talk about the real life experience of people who live these identities, because for many expressing their sexual orientation is easy. It can be wrapped in fear, stigma, and even discrimination.
Let's start with the basics. Sexual orientation is the emotional, romantic, or sexual attraction we feel toward other people. It may seem simple, but it's a very important part of our identity.
And it's not the same as biological sex, when their identity or their role status, sociality assigned best or bodies. This is also different for sexual personality. It is about feelings and self-identification.
There are many ways to experience that attraction. For example, heterosexual people are attracted to the opposite sex.
There are also gay men who feel attracted to other men.
And lesbian who are a woman attracted to other woman.
Bisexual people feel attraction toward more than one gender, and that doesn't mean they're confused. It's simply another valid way to love.
Although it's known as sexual orientation, we want to mention transgender people who are those whose gender identity does not match the sex they were assigned at birth.
And today's identities often represent under the LGBTQ plus acronym, which stand for lesbians, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and more.
And this is a trend for something new. These identities have always existed. What's changed is the visibility and the ongoing fight for equal rights.
Now, something that many LGBTQ plus people experience is what's called coming out of the closet. And while for some it may be a relief, for others it's a very difficult experience.
Imagine realizing for you are gay, that you feel different for what socially tells you is normal. That can breed of fear, confusion, and the sensation of isolation.
And depending on your family, your school, your community, or even your religion, you might be afraid of being honest about who you are will lead to rejection.
And in many cases, that's true. There are young people who face bullying, violence, or are even kicked out of their homes, or adults who are afraid of losing their jobs if their orientation becomes known.
That's what we mean when we talk about discrimination based on sexual orientation. It's also known as homophobia, and it can show up as jokes, insults, exclusion, or police that any people basic rings. So, if you're listening to this today, you are already part of the change. Talking about sexual orientation with respect and compassion is the first step toward a more just and inclusive society.
Thanks for being here with us. Maybe something you heard today will help you understand someone better or even understand yourself.
This was Understanding Diversity, a space to learn, reflect, and occupy our hearts.
Take care and see you next time.
Bueno, y como dijo mi ex, hasta aquí llegamos. Goodbye.
Na na na, come on.